Why, hello there. Welcome to Courageous Consciousness. I'm DJ Gallup, and today's video is about how to create a sacred dream space for yourself, how to get these beautiful dreams, and in addition to that, how to have a better night's sleep because you're having better dreams. And I was kind of inspired by this to make this video. I was reading some Khalil Gibran and in the Prophet, and there was this most beautiful quote, and I'm going to read it here. He wrote, "Trust the dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity." It's pretty powerful stuff there. So, what I love about dreaming is it's the time of our day. It's basically one third of our lives we're asleep, right? Roughly. And, or at least a quarter of our, time is spent asleep. And in our dream state, it's the time of our day when absolutely anything is possible. If you want to fly in a dream, you can fly in a dream. If you want to be young or old or rich or poor or whatever, you can do it in your dream. So I think that we want to cultivate having good dreams, right? It kind of makes sense. And so I think it is really important to have kind of a ceremony or a nighttime ritual to get you ready for bed and to get you ready for having good dreams. And I think that a lot of us really mess this up, especially with electronics, because how often is it that, we just put on the TV or the Netflix at night, and a couple hours later you find yourself dozing on the sofa, and then you groggily get yourself upstairs, maybe you very hesitantly and very quickly brush your teeth, and then you go to bed without, another thought. And what sorts of dreams are you getting, and what sorts of sleep are you getting? Probably not the best. So, keep in mind what dreams are they're your subconscious's way of kind of processing what you dealt with during the day. And particularly the thoughts that you think about late at night, right before you go to bed, they tend to be the things that get processed by the subconscious the most often, especially at the beginning of your dreams. So what you really want to do is make sure at the end of your day that not only are you creating a nice ritual, but that you're also creating a lot of good thoughts that your subconscious can then bring into your dream state. So anyway, I thought I would share with you guys 5 little tips, 5 things to do in order to have better dreams and better sleep. And number 1, I got to this earlier, is turn off all electronics at least 1 hour before you go to bed. All electronics go off, and I'm not talking silent. They should go off 1 hour before you go to bed. That blue light is keeping you up and is wrecking your sleep. So if you go to bed at 11, turn off your phone, turn off the TV, turn off the internet at 10. And I've been doing this lately, and let me tell you, it has improved my sleep quality enormously. The second tip I would give you guys for creating a nice sacred sleep environment is make sure, in that hour, after you turn off the electronics, within that hour, at least spend a good 5 minutes meditating. And it doesn't have to be long. If you could do 10 or 15 minutes, all the better. But spend a solid 5 minutes in meditation. And it could be a very simple one. It can be just following your breath in and out. Or I think, and this is a suggestion from Wayne Dyer, chanting Om, O-M, at the end of the day can be a really great way of opening up creativity in your dream state. So you may want to try that. The third tip I have for creating a sacred sleep environment or dream environment is mindfully perform your hygiene routine at night, your nighttime hygiene routine, whatever you do. So when you are brushing your teeth, really take the time to enjoy the process of the brushing. Really feel the brush on your teeth, really pay attention to the little suds that are, coming up in your mouth. Be very mindful of what you're doing. Make sure you're being mindful not to brush too hard, for instance. If you are someone who takes a nighttime shower, that is awesome. Just really enjoy the shower. Don't rush through it. Make sure you really feel, the water going down your back and down, off your head, and, really enjoy, lathering up your hair and everything like that. I think if you're mindful doing your hygiene, certainly that is going to contribute to a better quality of sleep, and it will help you get to sleep a little bit more easily. Number 4, my 4th tip for creating a nice sacred sleep environment is make sure your bed is made. And this one is such a little thing, but I think that having a nice, freshly made bed to get into at night, it's such a good transition between your waking life and your sleeping life. I mean, you are going to be, pulling back the blanket, pulling back the sheet, and really getting into this nice sleep environment. So I think having your bed made up and getting into a nice, clean, made up bed is actually a really, really nice sleep habit. And lastly, the last thing you would do right before you go to sleep. So after you've gotten into bed, after you've gotten yourself comfortable, close your eyes and start to do some I am affirmations. And you don't have to go crazy, but you do want those very last thoughts that you're thinking before you go to sleep. You want them to be very positive statements, very positive ideas. And part of that is that your subconscious is really processing a ton of information, which it then kind of imposes itself onto the conscious brain. So if you will, having good thoughts right before you go to sleep, it's kind of like a reprogramming tool for your brain. So generally, if you go to bed, feeling good, having good thoughts, you're going to have good dreams, and you're probably going to have a good day tomorrow. Whereas if you are going to bed and you are feeling worried or anxious or, lovesick or whatever you're feeling before you go to bed, you're probably going to have dreams where your subconscious is processing that, and tomorrow is not going to be quite as good. So I would say if you do your nighttime routine, if you, turn off the electronics, if you mindfully do your hygiene, if you do your meditation, you do all the things I recommended, and you get into bed and you're still feeling worried or anxious or just you're not feeling that great, there's something on your mind, don't stay in bed. I can't reiterate that enough. Do not stay in bed. Get up, go to the sofa, grab a spiritual book. Do not return back to your electronics. Very important. Do not go back to your electronics. Just get a nice book, maybe a book of poetry or something like that. I think a spiritual book is a really good thing to read. And just read a few pages and just read for long enough or meditate again to where those worried, anxious, depressed, whatever thoughts you're having until they're not very dominant. Then get back into bed, try and do your I am affirmations, get yourself into a better feeling mood, and then go to sleep. So I can't recommend that one enough. But anyway, I think these little tips will really, really help you guys with your sleep quality. They will help with your dreams. We want to have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dreams with lots of great information to help us live our lives. And we'll certainly get much better dreams and much better sleep if we create this beautiful sleep ritual a good hour before we plan to go to bed. And trust me, I think the number one thing is you have to be willing to turn off your electronics, your cell phone, TV, laptop, iPad, whatever you have. You gotta turn it off entirely 1 hour before bed. Give your eyes and give your brain a little bit of a rest before you go in there. And with some positive thoughts before you fall asleep, you are going to start having a much more restful sleep and much, much better sacred dreams at night. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys. Of course, I love any comments you want to provide. And if you like my videos, you can hit the subscribe button, you can hit the like button, you can hit all these things. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I make videos Monday through Friday, so I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Namaste.